So today I am going to be showing how my first card went and how to make it yourself. So I did a quicker version of this on Wednesday. So now I'll do like the slower explained walk through it with me version. And it will be with instructions on how to do it, measurements, and all that fun stuff. So we're going to take our white paper. This is going to be the base of our card. So you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and cut it in half, which would be 5 and 5.5 down the middle. Then, so we have 2 sheets, don't need one of them. And then you can take your scoring blade and you want to score it at 4 1/4, which is exactly half. All right. Change this back to the other blade, because that's what I'll need in a second. Alright. And then, so you scored it with the bump out part on this side, so you want to fold towards the bump out. Alright. Get that out of the way. Next is going to be our base. So I chose this color as our shouldn't say base, our background. Sorry, let me make sure this is nicely down. Okay. So it's 5.5 by 4 1/4 again. This is the size of the front of the card. And this is all in inches. Okay, I think I'm gonna cut it this way. Alright, save that for scrap. And 4 1/4. Next step is to tape this down. So I've got some double-sided tape, and I'm gonna cut some and I'll put it in each of the corners. Whoops. Okay. Make sure to line this up very nicely. Just want to look at it while I'm doing it. Did I get that right? Yeah. Perfect. Make sure it's stuck down nice and good. Alright, so next is going to be pretty page. This is going to be my fancy themed paper. And then behind that I want to have a little bit of a border. So probably have it about that size around. And then the those colors match nicely. Okay. So I think I want about 1/4 inch around the whole way. So if this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I'm going to cut my 5 1/2 first. And always check out which sides of your paper are the nicest corners. Like this one has a little bit of a discolor. So I'm going to use this edge. And then you can't see the whole sheet, but there we go, get rid of that extra. Oh, I did it to 5 1/2, didn't I? Sorry. So we're gonna cut it to 5 1/4 by 4. All right, next step. Nice, so that leaves about 1/4. I think I'm actually going to cut off. Yeah, I'm gonna cut off 1/4 on each. So I'm actually cutting off 1/2 because I want 1/4 round. Okay, so I'm gonna cut it to 3 3/4 so I can have 1/4 inch on each edge. And then this one will go exactly to 5. So I have 1/4. So it's 1/2 off of the whole size, which was 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. All right, let's take a look. Looks good. All right, so next step is to choose which direction you want your page to open. So if you want it to open this way, you want to cut the page long ways so that the birds are facing up. Or if you want it to open this way, you put the long way going that vertically. So I want it to be vertical. So we just cut 3 3/4. I'm going to take off to 3 1/2. So it's actually only going to be 1/4 ways around for this sheet. And then the other way, so we just did 5. Now we're going to do 4 3/4. Alright, so we got most of the pieces cut. Well, I say most. This is just the background. So I love popping up so that pages are 3-dimensional. So I want to leave, I only want to glue this part for now. And then once I design this a bit, then I'll pop it up underneath. All right. Got some tape on the back of the bird paper. I always like using a theme paper. I have so much themed paper. The only issue is that I only have like 1 sheet of each, which is sort of why this is unique, because every single card that I make or other paper product is all individually unique. Come on, there we go. All right, so I don't know if you can tell, but this page is a little bit, has a little bit of a design on it. So I want to make sure that that design is facing up. I'll try and make it as square as possible. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. What makes it unique. And then it's going to look somewhat like that. Okay, so this part's done. I'm going to put that to the side for now. Now I want to do something on the front that makes it a little bit fancier. I'm going to take some pretty pink paper. I have 2 sheets of like sparkle pink. So I want to make it the width of this. So that was, oh, sorry, I want to make it the width of the birds. So it's 3.5. Does this one fit? Sort of. Let's try it with this one. So the reason I'm not cutting with this sheet is because it is so close to 3.5, but it's just a little bit over. So if I were to cut this sheet, it would actually get like rips along this part here. So I'm gonna save that for another one, for a different craft. And which side is my straight edge? This side and that side. Perfect, so 3.5. 3.5 is gonna be my best friend for the next few cuts. And I think I'm gonna do 1.5. Next is something on front. So I'm going to take some of my other blues and I want to make it again the same width. So this one's going to be super skinny. So let's take a light blue, and this is what I'm going to stamp on. So I'm going to do a half. Half should be about right. Yeah, a half. And by 3.5. Get rid of my excess. All right, and next color. This one, and I want to do it a little bit bigger, so let's do by 1/4. 3/4. Get rid of my excess. 3.5. Awesome. Perfect. So I got all my sheets there. Got no more cuts, so let's get rid of those. And I'm going to get this out of the way as well. I'm going to tape this to this one. Oops. Next, let's see here. I'm gonna put this on top. Make sure it's nice and lined up. All right. Now that that's down, we can ink it. Put a nice stamp on top. And let me choose the stamp here. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to use. I'm going to place that in the center. Perfect. Get that stuck to there. The best thing I love about this product is that if you mess up, you can do it again, because you just ink it and whatnot. So here we go. Perfect. Let's do. Alright, now we have the majority of our card here. So the next few steps are mostly gluing and accessorizing. So I am going to tape all these together, and I'm not going to tape the back yet. Get to that part after. So let's get rid of this one so we don't accidentally do that. Okay, that one taped. A little bit more. All right, put this right nice in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one down and not quite right in the center. Add a little bit of space below. So it's about the same width of this darker blue. Okay, and now, I love this technique now. I've used it a few times here. So what I'm gonna do is leave just an extra little chunk. This is the tying spot. So I'm gonna wrap it around. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now it can be exactly the same length, or you can add a little bit of extra, or it can be a little bit different. Whatever looks great for you. All right, get some of this out of the way. Okay, now I kind of find this part a little bit trickier. It's not perfect, but tying sometimes is just, don't know why, challenging, but it's going to look so pretty. Almost done with this. Here I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take some, I don't know what to call this, pump-up tape. I've always called it pump-up tape. I know that's the wrong word, but it's 3-dimensionals or whatever you can order it as. I can also find this in like the dollar store. They have them in the craft section sometimes, or it's some sort of drywall or something. You can also 3D tape. Now, there we go. Now, almost done. Needs something. So, I think I'm gonna add one of these. So they're just, I get these at the dollar store too. They're just little, I don't know what you call these. There's a word for them, but this is what I'm using. How does that look? I think that's pretty cute. Alright, so take these again. Take off. And stick it down. Yep, I think that's cute. Alright. So, here we have our completed card. And I hope that you enjoyed making it with me. I hope that you enjoyed the first video, which is why you came here, or you were so confused by the first video you came here anyways. So thank you for watching. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Many more to come, so look forward to that. And thank you for watching. If you liked it, like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you. Bye.